What's up, guys? Austin here, aka the Crypto Siphon, coming at you with another episode. We're going to talk about some news today, guys. There is a lot going on in the crypto sphere. There's a lot of news going on out there that I think is pretty good news, despite the price. It's kind of interesting. You know, the price of Bitcoin and crypto in general is going down, but we're getting some relatively bullish news that is kind of flying under the radar, if you ask me. So I'm going to give you guys my opinion on what I think all this means and what do I think things are going to be looking like heading into the second half of 2018. So if you guys want to hear more, stay tuned.
They'll understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running.
What's up, guys? All right, so we're going to take a bit of a break from the charts today. We're going to talk about some news. For those of you who've been following the last few episodes and those of you who follow my Twitter, if you don't, I encourage you to do so. I keep regular updates on the market on there. As you guys know, we've been trending downwards. We're still technically in this head and shoulders pattern. Things have played out roughly about how we expected them to. Now, like I mentioned yesterday in my video, we're kind of just waiting to see where the market's going. We're at a very, it's neutral for us, guys, but to be honest with you, there is more bearish momentum than anything else right now, and it's looking like we could make another leg down. If we continue to consolidate for a few more days, we'll have a chance at, going a little higher or maybe making a bit of a higher low. But, that's pretty much where we're at for now, and we're basically just waiting on that. But looking at the news, guys, it's so interesting that the market in general, we're seeing the market go down. We're seeing, the overall crypto retail investor just kind of losing interest in the market. Everybody's starting to get out and everyone's getting tired of it. Everyone's getting tired of seeing the, the price go down, yada, yada, yada. And it's interesting to me, while everybody's becoming disinterested, we're getting, larger investors, larger companies are becoming more interested. And there's some interesting articles here on Cointelegraph. If we look here, it's like the crypto markets continue to see a red today, July 12th, as the data from Coin360 shows, with Bitcoin falling below 6,200 price point. All of the top 50 coins by market cap are red on the day to press time. So it's crazy, man. You look at this and it's just a sea of red, guys. But for me, it doesn't really concern me. I mean, you can still make money even though the market's going down. I don't suggest that for everybody, but you can. I mean, if you have a good strategy, you can definitely make money. But that's not the point. The point is that, the market is going down and the average retail investor sentiment is basically bearish. A lot of people are getting out of the markets. The markets have reversed. On the weekend, last weekend, we saw a bit of a reversal, and people thought it was a promising week, and we saw some consolidation, and we were looking towards, having more of a bullish trend for July, and, we've seen the price go down a little bit. So we don't know right now if we're going to continue to trend up or trend down. We're kind of in this no man's land right now. We're just kind of waiting, but I think it's kind of interesting how, we look at these articles here, and we're looking at the charts, and, we're seeing the price go down, but there's good news, guys, coming out. Like, for instance, there's an article here in India. Everybody was afraid, India is going to ban crypto. That's it. Nobody in India is going to be able to get involved in crypto, yada, yada, yada. That was like basically a couple days ago, and bam, all of a sudden, India is no longer banning crypto. Big surprise, in my opinion. Real big surprise. Report India may not ban cryptocurrencies, but treat them as commodities. Interesting. It says, India is not going to put a blanket ban on digital currencies, but rather treat them as commodities, an anonymous source in the government told news outlet Quartz on July 11th. According to Quartz, a finance ministry panel has ordered a study on cryptocurrencies, which may suggest that the government would treat them as commodities, which means they do not have plans to ban them necessarily. A senior government official with knowledge of the panel's discussion told Quartz that they doubt the government's aim to ban cryptocurrencies. The source said that the regulator's main concern is how to effectively regulate the trade and identify where the money's coming from. Okay, this guy, pretty much what this tells me is that the Indian government, just like every other government, is trying to see where they can get their hands in the pot and how they can get their tax money out of this. I mean, look, guys, in my opinion, the writing is on the wall. This market, yes, for the average person who's basically getting out and, getting discouraged and saying, oh, I'm out of here. Bitcoin's a bubble. Bitcoin's dead. Guys, there's so much news like this that is completely flying under the radar that nobody's paying attention to. This stuff is huge, guys. This is, in my opinion, I'm going to explain a little bit later, but this is just little stepping stones that we need to get over in order to have a decent rally in the future, guys. And, a lot of these lawmakers, these regulators are coming in the space, and they're not really saying anything negative about Bitcoin right now. I mean, yeah, we have the news, saying, Bitcoin's going down, yada, yada, yada. But these regulators are basically just saying, okay, well, Bitcoin's not a threat, crypto's not a threat, so we're not going to, ban it. Why should we ban it? Which is basically a green light for the market, to have another rally. So it also says that the Indian, there's a quote here. It says, trade is not a criminal offense. Most of us trade in various asset classes in the stock market. So how is this cryptocurrency trading any different? What has to be in place is a mechanism to be sure that the money is used in not illegal money. The money being used is not illegal money, and track its source is the most important thing, guys. So no, it doesn't seem like India is going to be banning crypto anytime soon. If you're a follower of, some cryptos based out of India, like Zebi, I happen to be, really bullish on Zebi. I think it's a great project. This is good news for them, guys, and it's just good news for the space in general. Another country, Korea. South Korean regulators to introduce new rules for crypto and blockchain. It says South Korean legislators have revealed drafts of bills intend to develop rules on cryptocurrencies, initial coin offerings, ICOs, and blockchain technology. The Korean Times reported that on July 11th. This is also very good, guys. Pay attention to these articles. Lawmakers will reportedly introduce the drafts at an extraordinary session of the National Assembly, which will take place from July 13 to the 26th. According to Korea Times, Representative C. Hyun-kyung of the leading opposition Liberty Party, Korea, LPK, has called for regulations on trading platforms in order to prevent money laundering, cybercrimes, and personal data leaks. Once again, this is just me, I see this as governments trying to get their hand in the pot. They want to, be able to tax things. They want to get their money out of whoever's making money off crypto, guys. Either way, this is not a bad thing. I think regulation is not necessarily a bad thing. If you guys want the big money to come in, if you guys want to see institutional investors start investing in ICOs more, which they already are, but more so, and you guys want to see more mass adoption of crypto, you need to have the green light from these regulators, from these countries. So this could really bring some new, fresh money into the market that could start another cycle for us, another bull cycle. The article also goes on to say that the leader of the working group of cryptocurrency issues of Barian, I probably completely going to butcher that, has stressed that crypto exchange securities measure must be strengthened. South Korean regulators have been gradually changing their stance towards digital currencies. Last month, the government of the country announced plans to reverse the ban on ICOs, guys, which the government initially enacted in September 2017, while the Ministry of Science and Technology resolved to strengthen cooperation with the U.S. in advancing the fourth industrial revolution powered by blockchain initiatives, guys. Once again, which means they're going to be able to have ICOs, more new money coming, more better projects coming out of here. Projects like Icon came from Korea, guys. This is good news, and it's flying under the radar, guys. Another thing, lawmakers to discuss if crypto is the future of money next week. So, cryptocurrencies will take center stage once again on Capitol Hill next week, guys. The U.S. House of Representative Financial Services Committee announced Thursday that it would host a hearing titled "The Future of Money, Digital Currency," and it's going to be on July 18th, and that's on a Wednesday. Though the committee headed by Chairman Jeb Hensarling has yet to announce full list of participating witnesses, CoinDesk confirmed that the event will be live streamed on its website. Past hearings by the committee have been lawmakers discuss cryptocurrencies through the lenses of terrorism financing and fraudulent investments, I previously reported by CoinDesk. That being said, it seems the topic of next week's hearing is more geared towards debating the utility of cryptocurrencies as a form of money. It is a timely topic in the light of increasing interest in the cryptocurrencies as potentially useful monetary tool for governments and more specifically central banks around the world. In March, the Bank of International Settlements, which some consider as a central bank to central banks, argued cryptocurrencies backed by central banks could in fact fuel faster bank runs during the periods of financial instability. Other countries, including Canada, Finland, and South Korea, have weighed in on the matter, though responses have been mixed with trepidation. So guys, my opinion, more good news. Crypto and mainstream, they're talking about it. They're not saying they're going to ban it. They're not saying it's the worst thing in the world. They're talking about it. Can it be used as a currency, guys? Can it actually be used legitimately as money? This is good. Another article here. The UK financial regulators are preparing for a world of crypto assets. It says blockchain crowdfunding ideas may be a penny these days, but seeing the concept tested out by a financial regulator and a major stock exchange is pretty unique. So, still, what's happening now in the UK, where London Stock Exchange, LSEG, and UK financial regulator, the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, are working with distributed ledger technology startup Nuvara and 2030, a UK company building a blockchain platform for corporate equity issuance. So it says the aim is to demonstrate the first time in a live deal that equity in a UK company can be tokenized and issued within a fully compliant custody, clearing, and settlement system. As such, the first company to test out primary issuance of tokenized stock will be 2030 itself. And in September of this year, a launch to be followed by a one-year lock-in period, according to Tomer Sofonazon, co-founder of 2030. Says that as soon as the first testing phase is complete, there exists a pipeline of dozens of young companies looking to try the tokenizing process out. These include medical device makers, firms in pharmaceutical space, agricultural companies, and software providers, guys. Since the equity tokens being issued will be built on Ethereum trading, these will presumably start to happen at least on an over-the-counter basis once the lock period has passed. Once again, guys, more countries, more large institutions dabbling in crypto, guys. Final thing I want to go over, World Cup. Everybody's watching the World Cup, right? Tens of millions of view crypto during World Cup. Yes. Hyundai, digital asset company HDAC, they had a commercial that aired in front of millions of people about crypto, guys. It says HDAC paid to air a television commercial for its blockchain solution-based services during this year's World Cup in Russia. You guys have any idea how many people are watching the World Cup? It's like literally 3 to 4 times the amount of people that watch the Super Bowl. And it says, and while it was only a little over half a minute, it's something of a first. Very true. The crypto community generally wowed at the ecosystem's arrival, its maturity, and having the idea put in front of tens of millions, maybe even billions. However, is this really an advancement, or is it just another cynical corporate ploy to exploit a little understood technology? Honestly, guys, I see this as pretty cool. I think that's awesome. I think we're probably going to see a lot more commercials regarding Bitcoin. I think we're going to see, a lot more just mainstream media talking about crypto in general, guys. I look, I know there's a lot of people out there who want to spread FUD, who think that, you have all the guys, the expert, quote unquote, on markets, and he's heard about crypto. Yeah, crypto's dead. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Yeah, it's dead. I don't get in Bitcoin. No Bitcoin. Get all my news from news. I get all my news from the media. CNN, CNBC, fast money. Charts, don't eat them. Candles, got it, candles or less. I don't do charts, guys. Bitcoin's dead. Heard it from CNN. It's dead, guys. Bitcoin's a scam. Big old scam. You guys know those guys. I mean, everyone's heard that guy. Everyone knows that. Look, in my opinion, right now, this is a time to be very interested in crypto, guys. This is not the time to be running for the hills, to be scared. Seriously, guys. I'm not telling you should buy right now. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. I'm sharing some news with you guys for purely entertainment purposes. However, we all know the Warren Buffett quote, guys. When people are greedy, you be fearful. When people are fearful, you be greedy, guys. This is one of the times to be greedy, in my opinion. Yes, the price is going down. Yes, the immediate future is not certain. However, I do believe that crypto has a very, very bright future, especially if we see a Bitcoin ETF, guys. If we see an ETF for Bitcoin, I've said this before, I promise you, you will see the biggest bull run in history, guys. It will be huge, huge, guys. There will be millions upon millions, if not billions of dollars pouring into the crypto market, and you guys will see Bitcoin, you know, 30, 40, 50, $60,000. It will happen. I'm not telling you when, because I don't know when. Could be by the end of this year, could be next year, could be 2 years, guys. It's going to happen. This whole CBOE doing the ETF thing is huge, guys. Just don't be the person who just completely gives up when everyone is fearful. Everyone's calling for $3,000 Bitcoin, $2,000. You know what, guys? If Bitcoin hits $2,000, oh well, buy more. Okay? Bitcoin's not going anywhere, guys. Yes, people have called the bubble, and we had a bit of a bubble run, you know, before. We had a huge amount of exuberance coming to the market, and everybody was buying at the top, which obviously everybody knows you buy low and you sell high, but somehow people don't actually know that. At least they just say they know it. But look, guys, this is a time to start accumulating what you need. This is a time where everybody's starting to accumulate. But once whatever it is that's going to be the catalyst for this, whether it's the ETF, guys, it doesn't even have to be the ETF. It could be something small. It could be something like the company Kick. You know, they're coming out in their app. They're paying software developers to make a marketplace for things, you know, and they're paying out people to make it more available to everybody. And they're going to start offering their cryptocurrency kin on, you know, their Kick app. It could be something like that. Or it could be, you know, the browser Opera is coming out with their own wallet. That way the average person can have a crypto wallet and keep their crypto on their Opera browser. Just think about it this way, guys. We have more avenues for the average retail investor to hold crypto than ever in history. Okay, Coinbase is readily available. We have these Opera browser coming out, you know, with their wallet. Ethos has come out with their universal wallet, which is really awesome, by the way. We have all these different exchanges coming out. We even have these huge, you know, investors or companies that have, you know, the typical financial markets trying to get in on making their own exchanges, guys. Crypto's not going anywhere. Everybody is gearing up for the next run, and so should you. So when everyone right now is calling for 2,000 or 3,000, not the time to get out of the market, guys. Not the time to be running for the hills. This is the time to start knowing when you're going to buy the dip, because whether you buy the next 2 or 3 dips, if that's what it takes to get, you know, the next bull run, it's going to happen, and you're going to profit from it greatly. I definitely see that in the future, guys. So these are just my thoughts, just what I was thinking. If you guys want to hear more from me, if you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll be coming out with more videos in the future. I'll be updating you guys on my Twitter as far as what the charts are looking like. Still, we're waiting, you know, see if this head and shoulders pattern plays out. Anyways, guys, just have a game plan for the future and don't be fearful.